Hi Pisces, welcome to the full moon in Aries reading for October 17th, 2024. Full moons close out cycles. This is a super moon, they call it. The direction this reading is going is number 2 people family. However, it did come up reversed. So we have to take that into consideration. This does have something to do with children. And from the book, it says receiving this card reverse could reveal some problems in a relationship with one or more of the children in your life. It may just be a temporary block in communication, or it could be a more painful severing of the relationship. Let yourself vent your feelings in your journal or with supportive friends and family, but don't give up hope. Pray for the authentic happiness of everyone involved and ask the universe to bring peace to the hearts and minds of all. Some personal problems may also be coming to the children in your life. There could be relationship issues, financial concerns for older children, or behavioral or other issues for the youngsters. Do what you can to help, but don't lose yourself in the process. Your loving care and attention can only help them if you maintain balance. Finally, if you've been trying to get pregnant or have a healthy family, this card reversed could portend a delay in your plans. Let go of striving and desperation and create joyous attitude in your heart and your daily life. The child that needs your attention now is you. Okay. Let's see how that plays out in your tarot reading. Maybe it's your own inner child if you don't have children or there's no children around you. The first set of cards is where you find yourself at the time of the full moon, or if you are actively, consciously closing something out at this time, you'll find that information here. The second set, that's family. The second set of cards is you and what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what you're doing. And the last set is probable outcome, probable because, some things we can change, some things we are meant to experience. Always for our growth, however, it may not always feel like it. Wow. It may not always feel like it at the time. But all's well that ends well here, it looks like. Okay, King of Cups is my Cancer card. This is somebody with round features. They are the calm in the storm. They can appear quite stoic, but there's a lot of things going on an internal level with them. They are mastering their emotions in this life, or they have mastered them. Thus the stoic appearance. They are people who are very kind and loving, but it is Cancer, so it can be sensitivity or overly sensitive. And in that respect, it can also be very psychic and intuitive because we are sensitive. There are people who also find it very difficult to pair up relationship-wise. It's a cardinal sign, so they expect really the best from themselves, and they expect the utmost best from other people, and a lot of times that's a difficult thing to live up to. Now, this may be somebody who is having a very difficult time. There can be something that has come to an end, that Ten of Swords. Perhaps they're having some physical pain or emotional pain, but this is kind of, it's the Sun in Gemini. So it can be just mental exhaustion, but any kind of physical pain can be caused through that kind of stress that you may be dealing with, or this person may be dealing with. You may just be done with this person. That's also possible here. However, it is the Sun in Gemini, and so there's a new day dawning here. There is a new day dawning. Your perspective is really important because this can be the end of a very difficult day, or it can be the dawning of something new. So your perspective is important. What we are looking for here is peace of mind. He's got a little peace sign going on there. Peace of mind is what we're looking for. 10 is the end of a situation while simultaneously beginning something new. New things are happening over here. And you have 2 10s. You have a pair here. A Queen of Cups and a King of Cups. She is Scorpio. She hasn't quite mastered her emotions, but she's certainly focused on them. This is a very intuitive person, very psychic as well. They are the sharing type, but all water signs are really, all the water, very caring and empathetic and sharing. This just brings the more maternal energy to that, whereas the king has that more paternal, not tough love, but sort of, in their own way. Where the queen is more empathetic. Her negative traits are martyrdom, though, however. And that can come along with that 10 of Swords a little bit. Like, okay, I give up my way of wanting to do something. I'll let you do your way, or that kind of energy. Okay. So far, I don't see any children. And oddly enough, this is community, but it can be family, right? That's community. And there's a half a child here. So that's the only child I'm seeing at this point. And so there can be children who may be ignored or pushed off to the side. That's possible. The 10 of Pentacles is the Mercury in Virgo. Mercury is very communicative card, but it's also the travel card. And this can be people that you, talk to in your daily life, through your daily travels. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water. Okay. There may be a need to communicate within the family unit. There can be a lot of conversation going on. There can be financial negotiation going on. This can often be legacy, right? So what do you want to leave behind to a child or the children of the world or the youth or, the youth in the community? Perhaps there is children in your community that you think are being neglected, and so we need to do something about that kind of thing. Virgo is very much about details, and so financial negotiations, that sort of thing. With that, you have the Six of Swords, which is Mercury in Aquarius. So again, that mercurial energy, right? Only this time it can be internal dialogue. Because Aquarius is very focused on the outer world, the bigger picture, the humanitarian kind of energy. And not that great on the individual. However, I did notice there is another child here. So it's very possible that maybe somebody is having difficulty within their relationship and the child needs to temporarily hang out with somebody else. Maybe you're going to watch a child while two parents are hashing it out, or dealing with some kind of difficulty in their situation, and maybe you get to watch that child. If it is fertility, it's very possible that these two people are trying, and this one is, the Ten of Swords is like, okay, I give up, I don't want to try anymore. That's also a possibility. Because the Six of Swords sometimes can be resigning yourself to, that's the way it is. It's not any different. But we're doing it from a calmer state of mind with this Six of Swords. Aquarius maybe rationalizes it and says, okay, let me move on from these discussions or this situation or these particular details. But this is what you're doing. You're behaving like a King of Pentacles, and that's associated with Gemini, another air sign. Even though this is the King of Pentacles, it's Gemini for me. And it's the King of Pentacles because Gemini is the lower mind, and that's not a negative thing. It's just that they're concerned with the things of the earth, which would be this kind of thing right now. So finances, security, health. They are great conversationalists, however, this King of Pentacles is usually focused on something else. And so this can be kind of focusing on one thing and ignoring the rest. And maybe you're just sort of like, okay, I'm going to let go of whatever is bothering me and just focus on my legacy. The interesting thing about the King of Pentacles is that he can make small changes to create larger ones. He's very persistent and he's very diligent in his efforts. And I think that's kind of what is going on here. That feels more right to me than ignoring the situation. I think it's just, taking things step by step. Well, the outcome is lovely, really, because I think those small things that you're doing, the communications that you're having, and the feeling of moving on from things are bringing you two new beginnings. And so you have two endings, right? You have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. And 10 is the end of a situation while simultaneously beginning something new. And here's the two new. And oddly enough, they are opposite from the things that you are leaving, right? This is mental energy. This is physical, financial stuff, the things of the earth. And what you're beginning with is something passionate and something emotional. So it's very interesting dynamic, really. The Ace of Wands is a new passion that's being offered to you at this time. And if you decide to accept this new passionate beginning, which can be romantic for some people, maybe you're meeting somebody new, and passion, this is also a very kind of sexual card, or it can be a sexual element. It's fire, right? It's fiery. It's the stuff that dreams are made of, the Ace of Wands. Then you have the Ace of Cups. So fall and summer timing. A new emotional beginning, new inspiration, releasing that old stuff, releasing old emotional baggage and making room for some new, fresh, inspired energy. It can be new love. It can be new creative projects. Something that you're passionate about with the two aces, which is really nice. You may have to wait, right? It may get started in the fall, but its fruition is perhaps in the summertime, or some component is happening in the summer. And what's interesting here is the Hanged Man is the element of water. And so it's kind of like going with the flow. You got to kind of go with the flow for a little while with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man can be a sacrifice of control. So they're just new things starting out right now. Maybe even a child can be a project that you have been working on that was delayed or didn't turn out the way you wanted to, right? It's your child. So if it's not the physical children, maybe it's, your inner child or a pet project, something that you really love. The Hangman is seeing things from another perspective. If you wait and you wait with faith, you get what you want with this card. And in this case, I think that waiting is what brings you these new beginnings. Sometimes I think for some people this is very disjointed energy. Like this story doesn't belong to this, doesn't belong to that. Or maybe these things belong, or that's an apart. It feels kind of disjointed to me for some people. I'm curious because I don't recognize any of this, but we'll see in the next 2 weeks, right? What does Spirit want you to know? Moving. Change is happening, so be prepared to move physically or spiritually. That's these two things, right? These new beginnings. Also, you have the Six of Swords here, and that's a moving on card. Physically, mentally, emotionally, moving on. Interesting. I'm Pisces, so I'm quite curious to see how this will affect me. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Until then, take very good care, and bye for now.